morning, students. We are studying Science 1 and started with the new chapter number 10, Space Mission. Before going to this topic, let's have a recall on this following question. What is the difference between space and sky? The visible portion of the atmosphere and outer space is seen by eyes without any equipment is called the sky, whereas the infinite three-dimensional expanse in which the solar system, stars, celestial bodies, galaxies, and the endless universe exist is called as the space. Next, what are the different objects in the solar system? That is a Milky Way, the sun at the center of the solar system, and the planets such as Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, etc. revolves around it. Besides, there are asteroids, meteoroids, comets, etc. Next, what is meant by a satellite? An astronomical object orbiting any planet of our solar system is called a satellite. Next, how many natural satellites does Earth have? It has only one natural satellite and it is Moon. You know that. These are the following contents that we are going to study in detail in this chapter. So let us start with the chapter Space Mission. Before this, let's see why it was been planned. So man has always been curious about unknown places and he has always been eager to expand the horizon of his knowledge by exploring the unknown world. That is why he must have been a deep curiosity about the space and the many twinkling stars in the dark sky. He must have dreams to fly into the space and must have been working for that. So let us start with the topic space missions. Substantial development in the technology, especially space technology in the later half of 20th century, resulted in the development of spacecrafts making space work possible. Since then, more than 1,000 artificial satellites have been placed into the orbits around the Earth. Additionally, space missions have been undertaken for close observation of various objects in our solar system. We can classify the space mission into two categories. First, in one type of mission, the objective is to put artificial satellite in the orbits around the Earth for research and various other useful application. Second, the objective of second type of mission is to send the spacecraft to outer space for close observation and understanding of the object in the solar system or even outside the solar system. So these are the two main missions of space. The first person to go into the space in a spacecraft was Yuri Gagarin of USSR. He orbited the Earth in 1961. The first person to step on the moon in 1969 was Neil Armstrong from USA. Rakesh Sharma of India orbited the Earth in 1984 in a Russian spacecraft. Sunita Williams and Kalpana Chawla of Indian origin also participated in space exploration through mission organized by NASA of USA. Next topic is need and importance of space missions. The world has become a global village due to space missions. Today we can contact any person in any part of the world within a second. We can gather information about worldwide events sitting at home. We all know the importance of internet, and due to internet every information is available at our fingertips. It has become possible to get advanced alert about natural calamities and take proper precautions. During war, it is possible to get information about the action of the enemies through aerial surveillances using satellites. It is also possible to explore the fossils reserve and minerals in the earth. Thus, there are unlimited application of space missions. Today's space technology is an inevitable path for development of a nation. Next topic is artificial satellites. A natural satellite is an astronomical object orbiting the Earth or any other planet. The Moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. Some other planets in the solar system have more than one natural satellite. Here you can see in this picture, Earth has only one natural satellite, that is Moon. These are the two natural satellites of Mars, and these are the natural satellites of Jupiter. So here in this picture you can see the natural satellites for different planets. Similarly, if a man-made object revolves around the Earth or any other planet in a fixed orbit, it is called an artificial satellite. The first artificial satellite named Sputnik was sent to space by Soviet Union in 1957. Here you can see the picture of Sputnik satellite. Today, more than 1,000 satellites are orbiting the Earth. Satellites work on solar energy. So, solar photovoltaic panels are attached on both the sides of these satellites like wings. Instruments are installed in the satellite to receive and transmit signal from and to the Earth. The satellites have various other types of instruments depending on their functions. One such satellite is shown here in this picture. You can see the mobile phone is connected to the tower and the tower is connected to the satellite here. And so you can see the communication by the artificial satellite. Signal transmitted from the Earth to the satellite and from the satellite to a mobile tower and mobile phone are also shown. These satellites are sent into the space to perform various functions. Depending on their function, satellites are classified into the following categories. You can see here the INSAT, GSAT, etc., which is being shown here in this table. Next topic is the classification of artificial satellites. Here is the type of satellite, then its function and the name of Indian satellite series and their launch vehicles. Weather satellite is to study and predict of weather. Communication satellite is to establish communication between different locations in the world. Broadcast satellite for telecasting of television program. Navigation satellite to fix the location of any place on the Earth's surface. Then military satellite to collect information for security aspects. Earth observation satellites to study of forest, desert, ocean, etc., and even the natural calamities like flood and earthquakes. Next topic is the orbits of artificial satellite. All artificial satellites do not revolve in similar orbits around the Earth. The functions of the satellite decide the height of the satellite orbit from Earth's surface, the nature of the orbit, circular or elliptical, and whether the orbit shall be parallel to equator or making some angle with it. To put the satellite in its proper orbit at specific height above the Earth's surface, the satellite is taken to that height using satellite launcher. Then the satellite is given a specific velocity known as critical velocity, denoted by Vc, in a tangential direction to the orbit. The satellite then starts revolving around the Earth. The formula for the velocity Vc can be derived as follows. In this picture you can see the orbit of an artificial satellite, where this is the Earth and this is the satellite and this is its orbit. If a satellite of mass m revolving around the Earth in an orbit of height h with speed vc, then as seen in the chapter of gravitation, a centripetal force, that is mv squared by r, will act on it. Here r is the orbital radius of the satellite from the center of the earth. The centripetal force is provided by the gravity of the earth. Therefore, centripetal force is equal to the gravitational force between the earth and the satellite. So you equate the centripetal force and the gravitational force, you get this expression. Then taking the square root, you get Vc equals to root of gm divided by r plus h, where capital G is the gravitational constant and its value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square, where m is the mass of the earth and its value is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg, where r is the radius of the earth and its value is 6400 kilometer. H is the height of the satellite above earth's surface, and r plus h is the radius of orbit of satellite. It can be seen that the critical velocity does not depend on the mass of the satellite. As the height of the satellite's orbit from the earth's surface increases, critical velocity decreases. Depending on the height of the satellite's orbit above earth's surface, the satellite orbits are classified as below high earth orbit, medium earth orbit and low earth orbit. High earth orbits. Height from the earth's surface is greater than 35,780 km. If the height of the satellite's orbit above the earth's surface is greater than or equal to 35,780 km, the orbit is called high earth orbit. If a satellite revolving in an orbit 35,780 km above the earth's surface will take around 24 hours to complete one revolution. This you can calculate with the numerical sum. We know that the earth also takes almost 24 hours to complete one revolution. If the satellite is revolving in an orbit parallel to the equator, the time of revolution for the earth around itself and that for the satellite to revolve around the earth being the same, the satellite will appear to be stationary with respect to the earth. For a passenger in one vehicle, another vehicle moving parallel to him with equal velocity appear to be stationary. This is what happens here also. These satellites are therefore called geosynchronous satellites. Since these satellites are stationary with reference to the earth, they can observe a specific portion of the earth continuously. Therefore, they are used in applications like meteorology and for carrying signals for telephone, television, radio, etc. Medium Earth orbit. The height above the Earth's surface is 2000 km to 35,780 km. If the height of the satellite orbit above the Earth's surface is between 2000 km and 35,780 km, the orbit is called medium Earth orbit. The geostationary satellites orbit above the equator. These are therefore not useful in the study of polar regions. For this purpose, elliptical medium Earth orbits passing over the polar region are used. These are called polar orbits. In these orbits, the satellite complete one revolution in 2 to 24 hours. Some of these satellites revolve in circular orbits at a height of around 20,200 km above the Earth's surface. Global positioning satellites revolve in such orbits. Low Earth orbits. Height above the Earth's surface is 180 km to 2000 km. If the height of the satellite orbit above the Earth's surface is in between 180 kilometer and 2000 kilometer. The orbit is called low Earth orbits. The satellite used for scientific experiments and atmospheric studies revolve in low Earth orbits. Depending on the height of the orbits, they are complete one revolution in around 90 minutes. International Space Station and Hubble telescope also revolve in low Earth orbit. Here you can see the picture of orbits of satellite, where this is the Earth and this is the high Earth orbit, this is the medium Earth orbit, and this is the low Earth orbit, and here is the medium Earth orbit, which is elliptical.